After 13 years of marriage, unfortunately, Dr. Mike Murdock got divorced. In this dynamic teaching, he shares some keys and principles to prevent those in marriage from going through the same thing that he went through. Enjoy.
I would continuously assess her spiritual maturity. I would continuously assess the spiritual maturity of my mate. They have to hear from God. She has to know the voice of God. She'll have to adapt to you. She'll have to be able to converse with you. You must continuously assess, do I see her growing in God? What is her knowledge of the Word? The Word will sustain her when you won't. She's got to have the washing of the Word over her own mind like we do. Second, I would evaluate closely her earlier influences. I would evaluate closely the earlier influences and voices in her life. Her father had an impact on her, good or bad. She will compare every man with the behavior of her father. If her father was real talkative and talked a lot and bragged on her, she's going to want that from her husband. If her father beat her, she will respond very favorably to kindness and gentleness. You must evaluate the earlier influences and voices. You must. Let me give you several. Third, I would identify the third voices in her life now. The third voices in her life. Her mother-in-law, a friend, a girlfriend. And the voice may be sickness and disease. Sickness changes everything. Happy marriages had come apart when one partner became ill because their personality changed. If I could begin my marriage over again, I would try to see the voice of my wife is also the voice of God. God talks through the wife. I know the only person you remember is Job. Cuss God and die, but there's more than... You didn't marry a woman like that, hopefully. Don't marry any woman whose advice you wouldn't follow, because you're going to hear it, and God's going to use it. Men are blinder than they know. Men are not near as smart as what we think. And there's almost no man can compete with a woman in the workplace. If I could begin my marriage over again, I'd ask more questions. Jesus stood on the shore, said, have you any meat? Are you okay? How was your night? Not men. Woman comes in, I'm exhausted. What's a man's statement? Lay down. Ooh, let me write that down. That's rich. Women don't talk for the reason men talk. Women talk to create intimacy. Women talk to get close. Women are detail-oriented. We like to say men are bottom line, headline. I think women have the rooms and men have the door. I urge you, men, invest in your wife. Energy, time, labor. Master the art of pleasuring her. Master the art of pleasuring her in every conceivable way. Just like Christ knows us. Just like Christ listens to us attentively. I did. I let them speak into her life. One of the biggest mistakes I made is I didn't understand her need for playtime. You preachers will understand this. When I was anointed, I thought she felt the same anointing. I'd get off the platform. Whew, did you feel that? No. She felt nothing. She can tell you're feeling it. Now, this is hard to understand. Your wife can know what you're feeling. You're really excited. But she doesn't feel. That's your anointing. Well, the same way in the day. What excites you is exciting you.